Hello and welcome back to Games Played Technically. I am your host, and today we're back in Satisfactory. And guys, did you know that my last episode was the best performing episode ever? It has almost I think it's got like 40% as many views as my very first episode, and that episode's been out for 2 months. So I gotta tell you guys, thanks. That is awesome. That is great. I am really happy about that. We're up to 77 subscribers. I remember when I did my first community post, I think I had 15. So that is wild to me. Really, I appreciate all the thumbs up, all of the subscribers, all of the views. That is great. I wish the XCOM series had as many views, but never mind. No, I didn't say anything. If it's your thing, it's your thing. If not, no worries. The last time we got a lot done, and we can see it here right now. We're sending some steel ingots up to produce steel materials, right? And so let's see how we're doing here. So we are not necessarily in danger of filling up, but I would prefer to have something of a stockpile here, but I'm not ready to send them anywhere yet. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put some containers here for the time being. We might do that with the concrete as well. Now that might be a pain to move later, and we have a decent supply of concrete, so we're gonna leave that for now. So these are temporary, just because we're gonna need these pipes for milestones, and I'm not ready to move them anywhere yet. We'll just do this for now. That way we can build up our stockpile. But what I do want to work on today is, so what we really had an issue with last time is reinforced plates. We kept running out. So right now we have a supply that we can leech off of the conveyors that don't need to be Mark IIs, but that's not really a solution. So let's go upstairs and take a look. So I know part of our solution is going to be rerouting some of these iron rods. Because we don't need this many for the modular frame. Although I need to figure out just how much we're oversupplying here, because again, I didn't write that down because we don't write things down. Despite Mike's excellent advice a long time ago, we're still not keeping notes the way we should. I'm gonna ask for a little slack there. I just literally finished the final for my class, and work has been work the last couple of weeks, so I'm gonna ask for a little bit of grace there, even though it's episode 13, lucky episode 13, and I still haven't taken notes the way that I should. But here we are. All right, so we're going to solve this problem today. So first, let's take a quick look. How many iron rods are we using? No, we're not using iron rods, we're using screws. So better to find out how many screws we'll need for, rather, how many iron rods we'll need for screws. So we need 10 rods per minute will get us 40 screws. And we need 60 screws per minute in addition to 30 iron plate to make one reinforced iron, 5 per minute. Sorry, 5 per minute. I guess first order of business is let's figure out how many rods are here. And this time, you know what, we're just gonna put it on our notes in the game. I think that's the easy way to do it. So let me go count real quick. All right, so we took some notes. So what we have are, so right here we have 30 iron rods going to the modular frames, and we only need 12. So we've got 28 extra there. Sorry, we've got 18 extra there. So we would normally use 12 here. So let's assume we'll use 12 here because we'll have more reinforced plate later. So that leaves us with 18, which is not a number I like, but there it is. And then additionally, we have, in this kind of weird mess that we're doing here, I think we were planning to split this, but we didn't. Or we were doing some math here, some load balancing. And then here we have 25 iron rods, of which 20 are being used for rotors. Okay. So if 20 are being used for rotors, then we have 5 left. So that means we have 23 for screws. That's what we can use for screws. Rather, we have 23 surplus iron rods. That means we can do 2 assemblers producing screws, right? So it's 20, or rather 10 rods per minute for 40 screws. So if we do 2 of those, we'll get 80 rods, which is enough for 1 more assembler. And I'm thinking, you know what, for right now, that might be enough. All right, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with pulling the 18 we have here that we can get out. And that requires doing so we're gonna do load balancing the same way we did for the coal. The question is, do we have room to do that? And it looks like we might. So hold on, let me double check. The one that's going to the modular frames is this tall guy over here. So that means we will pull the rods here. Oh yeah, we've got room to do it, sort of. Okay. So the way this works is it's sending 30 this way, right? We're bypassing this merger on the first go, then we're splitting to 15 into 15. This sends 5 back, which makes this 35, which is close to 36, I guess, when it merges, which splits into 18 and 18. I think there's some rounding there. So essentially we're getting about 18 here. 18 is sent over here, which is divided into 3 with 6 going back. So this here we have is 12, and this 12 can go to the modular frames. And then we have our 18 here. And that is close enough, I believe. Close enough. So we've split off our 18. So now let's take a look at what do we have over here. We have 25 iron rods, and we need, how many do we need for rotors? We only need 20. Okay, and actually for this guy, it's gonna be something similar. Man, blueprints would probably be pretty good for this, right? Let's go ahead and do this guy over here. So it is a merger and a splitter real close up. We're just gonna follow the exact same path. We have another splitter, and we'll do it over here this time, because we'll only need 1 splitter. So we'll do it on this side here. And then we do this. We do this. We have this splitter send backwards. Because I think what we can do... you know what? If I had put it here, I'd have lined up? Maybe. Hold on. Let's check something real quick. Just because we might get this to fit just a little bit tighter. Let's see here. So if we do this here, does that clip? No, that clips, and I don't like that. So we'll keep it here. We can. Let's see here. Oh, just short. It's okay. Do this. 2, 3. Is that the right height? No, it's a little too tall here. Let's fix that. That's probably the right height. Okay, so there we go. So we've got that going. Okay, and then I did lie a little bit, so this is a little different from what we were doing here. So we're then merging again here. And so this is gonna give us 20 here. By doing this. Doing this. Okay. All right. So this mess here should more or less give us 20 merged all together here, going to the rotors, and it should then leave us with 5 here. So we have our 5 here, and then let's move this a little bit. So we'll probably end up merging them. So we have our 5 here, and then we have our 18 plus 5 here, so that's 23, right? Which is not exactly the right amount. We will be able to make screws with these. However, where are we going to make those screws? We're already up here. Way to not think that through. How will we do this? Is there any room down here? I mean, we're pretty tapped out. I think we could maybe fit it over here. And I don't mind that. I don't mind sending it back down. Oh, that's a mess. Why would I do it that way? We'll just put a conveyor hole where we'll send it back down here, and we'll put 2 of these guys here. Here, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna problem solve. And we're gonna keep with our old mantra and just not stress. We're not gonna stress. So here we go. Here's how we're gonna do it. So actually, let me put the conveyor hole down from below so I know where we want to put it. Because we have to split this into 2. And so we're gonna do something, right? Keeping in mind that we're just gonna close this up. This will not be here. How about right there? Right there, it'll just come straight down. Actually, is that gonna work? No, maybe not, because it needs to go into a splitter. That may fit actually. And we can we can couple a splitter here, right? Is that coupled? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's coupled. Is there enough room there? Oh, wrong way around. Is there enough room here? Can this... Oh yeah, I can round the corner there. Okay, so that should work so long as there's nothing right here, which we're about to find out. Let's see. Let's find out. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Let's try just a little bit further back. I might clip into stuff down there, but we have more wiggle room downstairs. And by that I mean I don't want to try to figure out how to do this again over here. I spent too long doing that. So let's see here. Let's find out. We may be okay. May be able to make this work. I think the way we do that. Oh, that's fine. We're good. We're good. I mean, you know, nobody would say this looks good, but it works. It's functional. We're avoiding that analysis paralysis that Eczemus, I hope I'm saying your name correctly, was referring to, right? We're not stressing about this. We're just doing it. We're not even going to worry about the fact that it's not even close to the right amount. It is, or rather, it's far enough off to be. We're wasting 3. We're wasting 3 rods. We could overclock it, but as someone else mentioned, I think it makes the most amount of sense to overclock yield, right? So just get more material, right? More ore, rather than overclocking production, I guess, right? Just to optimize that 3, right? It just means that the machine won't shut down. We're just wasting 3 rods, and I think I can live with that. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. This is bonkers. I'm sending it back down to process. That's don't look at me. Don't look at me. And we've got to apply power to these guys, and we can just borrow it from here. Just more gnarliness there. I mean, we have the wall outlets, but today's not the day we look at that. Okay, so these guys will be producing screws now. So we're gonna get 40 and 40, so that's 80. And in fact, we have some more producing that's being sent straight to over here. How much is this that we're doing over here? So this is going straight to the storage bank. To our supply store. Oh, I thought it was. Has that been that way? Oh man, I never finished that connection there. Okay, well now it's going. Now it's sending 40, right? Oh man, and 120 would actually be exactly what we need for 2 reinforced plates. That means we would no longer have that supply. We would basically be short the screw supply again. Is that worth it? Is that worth worrying about? Let's see, what are we getting? Right, because we're getting... 40, 40, and yeah, that's the only way to do it. So we might actually do that. We're gonna pull the screw supply. We'll have to produce it somewhere else. We have enough iron to do it. We just need 1 supply of screw. Granted, we are kind of out of space here. We might be able to do it on the end over here. Let's see, how much room do we have? Yeah, we can figure it out. We can send some ingots this way. Where do we have room left to send ingots? No, that's gonna split off into another factory. Is it analysis paralysis? We're spiraling, guys. We're spiraling. Let's stick to the plan. We won't do 2 more assemblers. We will do 1 more assembler. Oh, I wish I hadn't taken down the conveyor posts. Conveyor poles. Stackable conveyor poles. Okay, let's put these guys back up here. Right here. Probably the right place. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna keep this the way that it was because we just don't have the room. If we need to produce there we go. We need to produce more reinforced iron plate. We can do that at another factory. So here we have 80, and we only need 60, correct? Reinforced iron plate needs looks like 60. Yeah, we need 60. This one is easier to do. In fact, it's very easy to do. We can even do it here. What will we do with the excess screw? We will send it away, or we will keep it somewhere just in case we need it. What would we need 20 screw for? I'm not sure. We'll split this guy. We'll merge this guy. Should we just... let's figure out if we can get it on the store. Maybe we'll learn something. Okay, so this is sending 40 plus 20. That is 60 right there. And we want to send this to the store somehow. How would we do that? How would we go about... Can we do this? Do that. Let's do that. What does this do? Can we put it on top of here? I mean, kind of. Is this bad? Is this not what I'm supposed to be doing? What happens if I do this? I mean, I think it'll be a little off, right? Because it's not really on... Let's see, let's get rid of that. I think it's getting in the way. It doesn't quite let me center it. The centered would be... That's... Oh, yeah, it won't let me center it. Floor is too steep. What do you mean? Am I being a goober? I am being a goober. So the trick to this is simpler than I am making it. Actually, no. Let's keep that there. So what we do that. We delete that. We delete that. Let's see. What does this look like? Is that in the right place? I think it might be. I see. Okay, I think I got it. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where we want it. There we go. We get rid of this. Get rid of this. I think we still need this guy because of... No, hold on. Will that make it? That will make it. Okay. Okay, well, you know, this is just one of those, you know, floating, let's see, what does this look like? Oh, too far. Yeah, sure. We'll say it's sitting on those there, precariously. Okay. Sorry, it's that's funny to me. Okay. What are we doing here? So, if it's here, 1, 2, 4. So let's see. I think this will work here because we can do. This is a lot of effort for I think something kind of goofy. 3 of them, I think. Three snaps. Let's see if that was. Let's see if it was. Is that correct, or do we have an angle here? Always so hard to tell. We do. We have an angle. Okay. Go up a little bit higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, maybe it's exactly the same count as... Okay. I think there might be a slight angle here. In that these guys are kind of are going up on the y-axis, but we're gonna pretend we didn't see it. Because this has been neurotic enough. This has been the neurotic hour. So we're just gonna move past that. Okay, so now what we have here is we have 60. And we don't need to do anything with it here. We just need to send it to where it's supposed to go. However, before we can do that, we need iron plate. Do we have any? That is a question. That is a question to ask. And I believe we do, because I think we have some here. How much are we using and what are we using it for? So let's figure out what we're receiving here first. It looks like we're sending 60. Merging into 60 right here. We have one splitting off and going in this direction. And let's see what it's going to. Coming over here. So this at this point would just be 30. And it's actually going here. So if we split it, we have 30 and 30. We already have the iron plate that we need. I planned it this way, guys. It was on purpose. Okay, so we have our 30 and we have our 60 screw and our 30 iron plate. Our iron plate is right here. So this is where we get to the next stage of this process, right? So we are currently sending 12 iron rod this way, and we are sending 20 iron rod this way, and we don't need all of this here. We're just going to simplify this for now, even though we're gonna have to redo it, but it's just to make sense of it. Let's do this. So the problem that we have here is that this is a mess. This is kind of a mess. However, it may need to be this way because of the way these assemblers work, right? They take into inputs, means that it's kind of difficult to feed them. They just take up a lot of space. I mean, really part of it is the way that I did it. I didn't need to have them separated like this. I could have had these two closer together. And in fact, that might be what I need to do. So if I do that, I can then fit, let's see. Let's do a little bit of thinking here. Let's go up to our thinking spot. So I think what I want to do, so that far assembler over there, that's doing reinforced iron plates. So I think if I squeeze those two inputs together, I can really move it all the way to the edge, right? And part of it too is I think we can expand to the north, I believe. So that might be worth doing. In fact, I think it might be entirely necessary, because then we can do two assemblers next to each other, both doing reinforced plate. The first thing we need to do is we need to get our layout sorted out. We are not taking up all of the space here. This is going to extend much further out. In fact, as far out as that. So let's see here. So that is the far edge right there. That's what we're supposed to be at. Okay. So let's get all this laid out here. Oh, I see. I have that there. It's okay. I'll have to make a ladder later. Once again, our verticality problem, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So in this case, however, it does create a little bit of an issue, does it? No, because this will have to go out further as well. Oh yeah, we're gonna have way more room. Look at that. Look at that. I committed a cardinal sin. I was worrying, I was stressing, and we're not supposed to do that anymore. No reason for it. So then what we'll do is we'll have our reinforced plate. So we'll have two of those. Put it there. We'll put another one here. I think if we stagger them centered, not centered. Like this might work. So we'll say reinforced plate, rotor, and then modular frame right here. Now let's see, what does this look like? This gives us even spacing. I think this is what we want. Let's drop down here. Let's make this space. And we'll just reroute those lines. I think that is what's going to make sense. All right, we're out of concrete, so we have some stored away. And actually, the easier thing might be to just pull it from, not from there, but from the constructors down here. And the constructors down here. Right here, these guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is fine. We didn't need those. We didn't need those storage containers. In fact, that is enough. Okay, well, that's enough. So this is complicated, but I think this is worth it. We're backtracking a little bit to have to do some cleanup, but I think this is worth it. Okay. And so what I'm thinking, since I build myself another set of stairs here, so what I'm thinking is we're gonna compact these a little bit. So what that's gonna look like is actually what we can do. In fact, actually, why would I do it that way? Now that we have our conveyor holes, that makes it way easier. We no longer have to, that is the solution to figuring out the heights. We don't figure out the heights, we just put conveyor holes down. Look at that. Right, yeah, that's the right spot. The solution was staring me right in the face. How could I not see it? That's it. That's how you do it. No thinking involved. All right. Okay, so now we just have to run. We just have to run the the materials. Easy peasy. No big deal. None at all. We have this guy here. This guy could really just continue going the way that it's going. These two. Yep. That's how we do those. Again, no thinking involved. A sighting of that guy. Ah, no. Okay, well, I saw that it was low when the concrete was low, so I don't know what I was thinking, but let's go down to the store. Little by little, we're kind of hammering this thing together. She ain't pretty, but she's all I got. Oh, is it gonna... It's gonna bump into this, isn't it? The issue being is that we can't get low enough to avoid anything here. However, yes we can. Yes we can. Yes we can. We can do this. We can do this here. I'm sure this will create absolutely no problems anywhere down the line. And then we can do this here. And there we go. Okay, so we have our iron plate. Now we just need to do the screws. And the screws are also just way out of the way. So what I'm thinking is I'm wondering if I can run along beneath here. Right, so it'll be 1, 2 up. I think that's very doable. Okay, so it's done. It looks like this, but it's done. So we have our 60 screws coming in here for one of the assemblers. We have our 30 plate coming in here for one of the assemblers, and ditto for the first reinforced iron assembler. So let's go up here and let's get that moved over. This guy's no longer doing anything. All of this can go away. And really that's great, because honestly this looked bad. It's looking much neater now, I think. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. And even by accident I got these lined up correctly, so it's plate, screw, plate, screw. Why does that matter? It doesn't. It doesn't matter, but we did it. Okay, so let's keep going here. Let's just do this every other one, just so we have plenty to work with. And you will be making reinforced iron plate. There we go. We're looking good now. We are looking good. Yep, we are out of space. When did we get this? Okay. Excuse me. We're gonna put some of this screw over here because we have just so much of it, and this is gonna be filling up quick too. And don't look, we're just gonna do that. So in the case, actually I just realized, in the case of the rotors, some of the material comes in form of reinforced plate? No, that's incorrect. Rotors do not use reinforced plate. It was just smart plating that does. And how are we doing on smart plating? How much smart plating do we have? I think we had 500. Oh yeah, we do. We have more than 500. So that is fine. Let's disconnect all this. I don't know if we'll need more actually. Okay. And so we need rotors and modular plates. So we had rotor previously, and then we had modular frame previously. And wait, what does modular frame use? Modular frame does use reinforced plate. That's right, it uses one. Okay, we'll worry about that one last. We're gonna go first with our rotors because that's easy. It's just screw and iron rod, and we have those right here. So it's this guy here, which we had plugged in earlier, but now we are unplugging because we need it for something else. And then we have this guy here. And that is fine. What we're going to do is we're gonna lift this one up. It's all gonna go along here. Sure, why not? Yep. There we go. And we will send some modular frame or some reinforced plate for the modular frames here. And so now we just need the iron rods, which will be, it's going to be these guys over here. We can actually undo that. Let's see here. Just need to send you over this way. And you can hitch a ride here. Or at least under this. Under these stackable conveyor poles here. And that'll be right here. Here is your stop. let's see if we take a look over here so we can get rid of this guy. Is this guy done? It's still producing. We're gonna let it finish producing just because of our inventory, but let's take a look. This guy still has some rotors on him. Is this guy done producing? It's gonna produce. It's produced what it will produce. All right, let's take a look again at our new layout. Whoa. There is something going on here. All right, so a lot of this episode was clerical work, right? In that we took a look at the stuff we had done previously and cleaned it up a bit, right? So, and I'm happy with the result. This is much neater than it was previously. We still need to get rid of this, but we'll save that for now. So we've doubled our reinforced iron plate output, which is great. We've moved over our modular frames and our rotors, which is also good. And what I'm thinking for next episode is we're going to look at our steel output. We're going to look at what steel materials we're producing, and we're going to look at what milestones we can complete with that. The reason I want to do that is there's one major new technology that we want to get, and that is the Mark II miners. We want to get those miners so we can double our output. That'll help us increase our steel output, which we're going to need definitely for sure. It also means we can put some more coal power generators out. And I think that'll really get us going a bit because after that we can take a look at our remaining iron nodes. We still have those staggered smelters that we need to patch in. That'll help us finish our product line for the store, at least in regards to iron, as well as providing us with additional iron products for whatever else we're going to need after that. Because we're coming up soon on needing to complete phase 2 of the elevator. We have the smart plating, but we have none of the other two. So that's something we're going to need to take a look at. But that will have to wait until next week. If you enjoyed the episode, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you're notified when new episodes drop. And if it's your jam, I'd love it if you checked out XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. The episodes have been a little shorter than I would like. I actually thought this last episode was going to be longer. I completely misjudged the amount of footage that I had. So it is a 22-minute episode, but maybe that's a way to get you hooked, right? First episode's 30 minutes, second episode's 20 minutes. Hey, 15 minutes and you get 2 episodes in. So if it's your thing, I would love it if you checked it out. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.